So we're about a month into the new year, and I've had some feelings of discouragement this past month, just a couple times here and there. For the most part, I was pretty motivated. Obviously, it's pretty easy to be motivated during that first month of the year when you have your new goals laid out, you got your New Year's resolutions or whatever. But the feelings of discouragement that I had, I was able to easily push past, and I figured that it would help at least a couple of you out there if I went on here and shared what I've been going through and how I've been able to just keep going. Some of the quotes, the mindsets that I've been following to keep me on the path even when I'm not seeing results. Now, this month, one of my pretty much like the goal that I wanted to hit the most, ironically, is the goal that I didn't hit. And it was to sign a certain amount of clients for online fitness coaching, because that's one of my goals for the overall year, is to help 50 guys transform their life, transform their physique and their mindset, and just basically like revolutionize and completely change the trajectory of their life. And I had a number goal for how many guys I wanted to sign up this first month, and didn't hit it. And that was the goal that I wanted so badly. And then the thing is, I did all the inputs that I feel like should have gotten me there, right? And that's where the discouragement sets in. Obviously, to be able to find potential clients and guys that I could help transform, I have to post on social media, create content on here, but mainly on Instagram is the main way that I like to find guys to help, right? On Instagram. And I had these input goals as well, and I stuck to them. And I mean, I had a few goals. I had to post 60 Instagram reels. I think I posted 56, so that's basically 2 a day. I missed maybe 5 days where I only posted 1, which is still very good for a whole month, right? And it's a ton of content being put out there. But the thing is, all the views on all of them just stayed the same. And this time around, I used to chase views or whatever on YouTube, right? Back in the day when I was making the Mr. Beast style, right? I was chasing views. This time around, I don't really care about views. I don't care about getting famous or whatever. I just care about helping the most amount of people. And to do that, I don't really need a ton of views. I just need to focus on the guys that I feel like I can help the best. Just niche down and focus on guys that are skinny, looking to gain muscle, and just really make content for them to help them. So I made the 60 reels I still got a few more long form videos to make. This will be one of them. And then after that, I think I got 2 more. So I'll be at 8 for the month. Those are my 2 main inputs for this month. And we still got 4 days after today in January. So it's I'm gonna hit those goals. And all my other goals that I have, let me think of them. Read 2 books. I've almost read 3 books this month, sorry. My weight goal for my body weight was weigh 150. I'm basically there. I'm at 148 point something in the mornings. So I'll basically get there as well. And then my bench goal, I blew that out of the water. I think I hit 245 was my max on bench this month. And I think what I had written down on January 1st for this month was to just bench 235, maybe 230. Just blew it out of the water, right? So I achieved every single one of those goals except the one that I wanted so badly. And I thought that goal was going to be very easy, that certain number of clients that I wanted to sign up for my program and start building their program out, helping them, because it's a 3-month program. That's the base model, right? So I wanted to get them well on their way to starting to change their life. But fortunately, I wasn't able to do that for the amount that I wanted. But what kept me going, because I was so discouraged, because I did those inputs. I did the 60 reels. I did the 8 long form videos. So at that point, it's well, why haven't I hit it? I'm not even close to my goal. But I did the inputs. That's where the discouragement comes from. But the thing that I always like to keep in mind is that success and the goals that you're shooting for, those are lagging indicators of the work that you're putting in now. The work you're putting in now, let's say you're working really hard in the gym already and you're preparing for this summer. I just made a reel about this where this was one of the quotes. There's a lot of guys and girls, I guess, but mainly guys, that you want to get in shape for summer, right? Everybody wants to be in shape when they're at the pool, when they're at the beach. You have to take your shirt off unless you wear a fucking water shirt or some bullshit. Most guys wait until May, June, and then they're like, oh shit, let me get to it. Let me start grinding in the gym. Hey bro, you want to come lift? Those are the guys that don't make any real progress. They might lift for a couple months in the summer and then they fall right off. The guys that actually see success are the ones that are putting in the work now when it's hard, when it's freezing outside. You got to go to the gym. When you feel like shit because it's dark all day, or it gets dark early, right? The days are short. These are the days that matter most. These are the days that you need to be putting in the work, because the work that you're putting in, all the days that you're lifting, all the days that you're going to the gym, all the days that you're eating, tracking your calories, hitting your macro goals, hitting your calorie goals, you're not going to see the results from these days for months. Yeah, when you start in the gym, you see some quick progress. You got the newbie gains, but the real results of the work that you're putting in now are not going to show up for months. So if you want to be in shape for the summer, if you want to look good, you need to start now. And that goes for any goal that you have. Not even, let's say, not even into the gym. Any goal that you have, success is always the lagging indicator. And I always remember that. I'm trying to tie in the problems that I've been having with fitness coaching, right? I'm trying to tie these problems in with problems that you guys might be having as well. Because most of you guys probably aren't a fitness coach. Most of you guys maybe are just getting started in the gym. I'm trying to relate my problems to y'all's problems that I know that you're having. Because when I started in the gym, I had the same problems as well. Staying consistent is hard. Another thing that I like to remember, and I think I heard it from Alex Hormozi. I don't know if he got it from somewhere, but he always says, it will happen slower than you think and then faster than you could ever imagine. And that just, when I think about that quote, I want to write it down and post it on my wall right next to my bed so that way I see it every day. Because I get goosebumps whenever I hear that. Because I think about the grind that I'm in. The grind that you're in. The grind of you going to the gym every single day, tracking your calories every single day, doing everything that you need to be doing, but still not seeing results. It is going to feel so slow. Every input that you do, it's going to feel like so much work. Every day is going to feel so long when you're putting in that work with no result. But then it will happen faster than you can imagine. Before you know it, you're going to start seeing your physique completely change. Your mindset is going to be completely different after you make it through that tough period. Because that's what those tough periods are for. Do you really think that you deserve to accomplish any of your goals if you haven't been through the hard part? If you haven't been tested? If you haven't been able to overcome those obstacles that were set there for you? They're there for a reason. They're there to make sure that you're worthy of the goals that you're trying to achieve. Those goals, not just anyone can get them. There's a reason that virtually nobody, if you look at the percentage of the human population, has a good physique. That's why it's so hard for guys to get abs. It's not even that hard, but society made it seem like such a hard thing because you have to put in the work without seeing the results initially. And then if you do that long enough, your physique will explode. And before you know it, in the mirror, you'll see all these changes and you'll think, is this really me? That's what I went through. I always thought that I was just destined to be skinny, right? I'd been skinny my whole life. I was always the smallest kid every single year at school, no matter whether it was elementary, middle, high school. I was always skinny, just bones, and that was it. Skin and bones, that was it. And then senior year, I got into lifting, got into tracking my calories, force feeding to make sure I ate enough to actually gain weight and gain muscle, because it doesn't happen by accident. You have to be intentional with it. And you know what? There was a few months where, well, for years, I always thought that I was eating enough. I was like, man, I feel like I'm eating so much, but I wasn't tracking my calories. And I may go to the gym 2-3 times a week. Then senior year, when I actually got serious about it, there was still a few weeks where even after I started going to the gym 7 days a week for 2 hours a day, and I started tracking my calories every single day, weighing out my food. I'm not saying that you have to do that, but that's what I was doing. That's how serious I was about it. I did that for weeks and still saw no result. And I almost gave up, but the thing is, I stuck with it. And the only reason that I was able to see any reward from that and completely transform my physique and have the physique that I do now is because I was able to make it through that valley of despair, where you think that no matter how hard you're trying, you're still not getting any result, and you think you're doing something wrong, but all you have to do is just stay with it and don't give up. What I learned from getting an amazing physique back then and what I'm keeping in mind now is what I just talked about. That is the thing that gave me the physique that I have now, that mindset that I just spoke of. So keep that in mind when you're working towards your goal this year. Remember, it will happen slower than you expect and then faster than you could ever imagine. Don't forget that. That's what I'm keeping in mind now. And you guys will see. You guys will see the payoff. This is going to be a testament. You'll see when I achieve my goal of getting 50 fitness clients this year. Changing 50 guys' lives. Creating a community of guys that have the mindset that is above average. That thinks abundantly and that knows that they can do anything that they put their mind to. That have sick physiques. Because that's what it's all about, fitness coaching. But this is just a testament. So this is going to be a video that I can look back on, that anyone watching this can see in the future. When I achieve that goal, look back. And then everything that I just spoke of in this video, take that mindset, apply it to your goal, and I promise you it will work, because it worked for me. Good luck.